What's that sound?
It's like banging on some pipes or something.
Mm. Oh my goodness. Wow. Hi guys, sorry I'm a little late. We just moved into our new place last night at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and the heater doesn't work. So the landlord just got, like, as soon as I set this up, I went to go grab one more light and I looked outside and they were there. So that's why I tried to be on time today. I was just chilling, drinking my coffee, and then chaos. Okay, so happy Mindset Monday. We are officially in the new house. Life is changing. Roxy Talks is getting an upgrade. She's getting her own space. We're gonna have our own office. Right now I just have literally just have our couch set up and like our TV and stuff. So I think I'm gonna keep everything under wraps until it's all ready to go and then debut the new situation. All right, let's see. Hello, everybody. Love you all. Thank you so much. I'm going to be reading these questions and curating them a little bit more. People have been, I'll ask your guys' opinion. People sometimes comment like, why don't you just get questions together and then answer them live? But I mean, isn't that what we do on videos? So for me, I like this interaction. I like you guys asking in the moment. Some people complain, but it's like, meh, get a hobby. I'm just kidding. Anyways, let me know if you guys, what you think about that. I'm not really keen on the idea, but if like everybody wants me to curate the questions ahead of time and only do certain questions that are asked like throughout the week and then address them live instead of doing the live interaction, let me know and we'll switch it up. Everything's changing, so we might as well just see what works and just keep moving forward. Okay, the Flying Guinea Pig says, hi, Roxy, does psychology play a role in the law of attraction? I sometimes wonder if I should learn more about psychology, but I don't know if that's messing with the middle and if law of attraction overrides it. What's your take? Great question. Actually, that's kind of where I operate because not that I'm a psychologist. Satu, thank you so much for your super chat. I so appreciate you. You're very kind. Thank you. Thank you. Not that I'm a psychologist. I'm not a doctor. I have a bachelor's degree in behavioral science. I studied it. I'm not an expert. I was a musician. I got a degree so that I could appease my family. Lo and behold, I ended up using it one day. This is the first time I've ever used my degree, by the way. Never got hired. I graduated college in 2008. I never used it once until now. So anyways, back to your question. Yes, I do think that psychology helps because if you can understand your own behaviors and patterns and responses and things like that, then you can step in your moments of power. That's kind of what my whole thing is I teach people where they have their power, how to step in and take it. So if you can look into psychology as like to help you get to where you need to be, absolutely. If you want to look at it as like an immovable, I am this way, there's no changing it, you are this way, there's no changing it, I would avoid it looking at it like that. Stephanie, thank you so much. You guys are so generous. I appreciate you for donating to the chat. Thank you. Oh, Nick says, I promised to share my success story today, but I'm not there yet. Something happened that delayed it, but it's in my way. It's unfolding. So I will show my success story soon. Roxy, you look gorgeous. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Because I was like, I better put on mascara and concealer in case someone tells me I'm tired. I'm like, I am tired. I got done moving at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm very tired. Please don't tell me I look unhealthy. I mean, you can. I don't care, but it's not very nice. So Nick, interesting. Okay. I don't know why. I'm not trying to assume, but like the first instinct that I got when you said, I promised to share my success story there, but I'm not today, but I'm not there yet. Something happened that delayed it. I don't know why, but I just immediately got this idea of like, did you say that you wanted to do it and then immediately start saying, okay, now we got to do it. Oh God, now we got to do it. Uh-oh, here we go. We got to have a success story and then kind of self-sabotage. I'm not saying you did. I'm just curious. That was just like the first thing that popped up in my head. So report back, please. Okay. RN says, I turned down a coffee date today with a cool guy because if I'm living in the end with my SP, I'm not dating others. Do you think I'm doing myself a disservice by making decisions like this? No, I don't. I think that this is your reality. You can have both. You can have either or. You can have all or nothing. You can have anything you want. So if you are with your person and there's no question about it, then yeah, of course you wouldn't be with anybody else. So if that seems right to you, if that makes sense to you, then absolutely lean into it. I believe 1970 says, I would love to hear your thoughts on Abraham's concept of getting in the vortex. Okay, so here's my thing with Abraham. Love the woman to death. I saw her live. She is just a delight. Like, oh God, I would love to spend a day with her. This is where I feel about her. I think that because she has such a finger on what exactly is going on, that it's a little too advanced and oversimplified in a way. Not saying that it's oversimplified because she's simplifying too much. I think, this is my own opinion personally, and again, I love this woman. I think that she has gotten it so much, so well, and has been doing it so well for so long. And I've kind of noticed this sometimes myself, is that when you start to feel like you've got it, you just let go of the old stuff that doesn't work anymore. Like the visualizations and doing the sats and the meditation and all that stuff. Like, I know she still meditates. I don't really meditate anymore. I should, but it's just not necessary. And so once you start understanding what exactly is required to manifest, the old stuff that you like, the spirituality stuff, the numbers, all that, just like, it's like, you don't need any of that. This is science. This is what's happening on planet Earth. So what I feel about her is that she's so far advanced that sometimes it kind of skips over the how, which is why some people have trouble applying her stuff. But I don't think that invalidates it by any means. And getting into the vortex, what I have found is that when you do this 360 process, when you make sure that all of your thoughts are on board, here's the little analogy that we came up with this week, right? Because I'm moving. Once you move into your new house, you take all of your stuff, every piece of paper, everything that you own, and you move it and you take it somewhere else. And then you live there. And once you are in your new house, you don't pack up a sleeping bag and go stay at your old house again. You don't go back there. You don't even go back just to wash your hands in your favorite sink. So when you get to this point where all of your thoughts are on board and we're thinking as the version of us who has what we want and not reacting to the 3D world, and when we do, we're cleaning it up and getting back into the vibration of where we want to be, then everything comes to you. So that, I think, is the vortex. So that's where I've kind of come through my journey, is like all this stuff I've been working on for years has all come into fruition since like October 1st. You guys have seen the progression. Everything, I've been working on all this stuff for years and years and years and years, not that long, okay, maybe. I started Law of Attraction about 9 years ago, started working on businesses same year, 2011, actually, yeah. So it's been a long time I've been working on this, and putting this into practice, this 360 method, this stuff that I talk about in all of my videos, this has made everything I've been working for the last almost a decade happen in 4 months. So there you go. All right. Miss Reject, girl, I saw your comment. Sorry, I couldn't address, I've like been too busy to address it, but I'm glad you're here. She says, hi, Roxy, I manifested a guy I really like, never liked someone as much. He said beautiful things about me, but also said that he doesn't want anything serious right now. Shall I simply persist? Yeah, who cares what he wants? Like it sounds terrible, but his opinion does not matter because this is your reality. You choose what you get and you choose what happens to you, and you choose what versions of people you come in contact with. So if this version of him thinks he's not ready, well, cool, bye, I don't care. I'm going to lock in on a version of you, or entertain only a version of you, tell myself only things that you are on board. I only want the version of you that's already on board. I don't need to do any manipulation. I'm too powerful for that. I'm too busy for that. I have other things going on. I will not allow you to tell me how my reality goes. I'm just going to choose it and keep choosing it and keep focusing and keep being that. Just like we were saying about being in the vortex. You just keep being that until you move in, till every bag is at the new house and all your shit is out of the old house, okay? And then you stay there. Okay, did I lose my comments? Great. Okay, got it back. And I don't know if there's Facebook comments. I can't see them. So I apologize if you're on Facebook and you're leaving comments. I can't see them. The YouTube is working. Also, this is, I had to change internet providers. I know last week there was a big problem. The sound was bad on Facebook and the video was bad on YouTube. So the same company doesn't provide service here for the internet. So I have a new internet provider. Hopefully it's good. And if it's not, we'll do what we can to boost it. Interesting. Bianca, girl, here we are. Okay, she says, can we all manifest some one-on-one giveaways? It's funny you say that because I've been toying with this idea of, once we, it's okay, babe. Once we get to 20K, which is like, we're about 400 away from that. So that'll happen this week. Once we get to 20K, sorry, new house, new noises. Then the 20K will start. Then to get us to 30K, once we get to 30K, I'll give away a one-on-one hour session, okay? I'm like, does that sound rude? Like, yeah, now that we're at 20K, help me get to 30K and I'll give you something. But that's what we're doing. Bianca, I've been toying with it. You said it out loud, or you said it to me. I said it out loud, and now it's a thing. So that's what we're doing, because that was the idea I had, and yeah, that's what it's okay. I don't need to explain. All right. Let's see where we at. Sorry, I'm like amped up right now. Okay. JM says, hi, how do I know if I'm still on track with my 3D world? It appears the same. How do I shut down the lying thoughts of it's not working? The thoughts are so annoying. This is where bouncing comes in. Yes, that's where bouncing comes in. You just do it. It needs to be more important for you to get where you're going than to soak up whatever it is that you have now. So this is working. It always is working no matter what. And the reason why it's not going anywhere is because you are not in control of the thoughts. They are winning out. And that's why it's, again, cyclical. It's not working because the thoughts are winning out. The thoughts are winning out because it's not working. So step in, halt, put a freaking wrench in the whatever the hell in the gears, and take your power. And your power is in the selection. That's where we come in. Okay. So think about, I'm trying to think. Okay. So here's another thing before I get too far into this. This week, I'm going to do another week of affirmations because I'm not set up. It's just like too much to try to do videos this week right now. So I'm going to do another one of those affirmations weeks. I'm definitely going to do a specific person and a physical appearance one. Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions of which ones you'd like to hear. So I'll do 4 for this week. And what was I saying about that? I don't remember what I was relating to that. Okay, but anyways, the thoughts are so, So just make sure you're on top of it. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Think about it like this. You are, remember that the 3D printing, the constant printing. Think of whatever it is out there, the universe, whatever is manifesting for us, whatever bringing us what we are desiring, what we're asking for. Think of that as a distribution fulfillment center, okay? It's not judge, jury, executioner. It's not like some God up there being like, you're ready, you're not ready, you don't deserve that, that's your destiny. No, you decide what it is. You send off a shipment order and the universe packs it, ships it, and delivers it. It doesn't care what you order. It's none of its business. It doesn't matter who you are, what you order, what you want. It just gives you what you ask for. So again, your power lies in that moment of discerning, choosing, selecting, paying attention, being conscious of. And so if you step in there, that's where you can control the rest, all of your world, okay? We have a super chat. Let's see. Linkia, thank you. Oh, she says, thanks, babe. I appreciate you. Hi, Roxy. Doctor appointment Thursday. Should I go in it with they only will say what I want to hear in affirmations, or should I live in the end? Congrats on the home. Thanks, darling. Both. Absolutely. Do everything. I try to attack things from every angle that I can think of, every way that I can get in there, every back end, every affirmation, every visualization that I can launch, anything that I can do to work, scripting, all that stuff, do it all, because you are trying to communicate overall that we're all good and everything is fine. So you must be the version of you that is fine and everything is okay. So in order to do that, all of your thoughts need to be from that version, meaning the version of you that is okay. How does she think about every single subject in your life? And this is across the board. This is health, SP, money, career, self-esteem, all of it. You just need to decide which you want to be, and then just be that. Just like, what kind of thoughts does this person think? What does this version of me think about going to the doctor? Oh, she's not worried. It's a checkup. Yeah, okay, great. I have something else going on. I have a hair appointment after. Are we done here? Different energy, okay? So step into that role. And then, yeah, do every angle that you can get to. Okay. Golden Gabrielle says, hi, Roxy. Hello. Love you. Oh, thanks. Love you too. She says, some law of attraction coaches say that feelings matter more than the thoughts. I remember you saying thoughts matter more. What is the truth? LOL, do I have to believe my thoughts? Okay. All right. Feelings. Feelings are not the boss of you, right? Your thoughts are not the boss of you. You are in charge of all of that, okay? Feelings inform the thoughts. Feelings inform and remind you and add gravity and definition and meaning to ideas, thoughts, experiences, memories, whatever, but they are not the manifestation. I mean, let me rephrase that. They are not the mechanism that makes manifestations happen, because we're manifesting in every single moment right now. Manifest, constantly manifesting. We feel a range of emotion all throughout the day, and things still come to us. This is just how planet Earth works. That's why I said look into the science, because we don't need the spiritual stuff. This is the science of the place. Not saying there's not a place for it, but you don't need it. So the thought, the thought, it's what it is that manifests is the overall communication. At the end of the day, what are you communicating? If we're lying to sorry, the heater just blew on and just like blowing shit all over everybody. Or Leo's got stuff blowing in. You guys still blowing your eyeballs? Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry guys. Real life is happening here. It's intriguing. So do I have to believe my thoughts? No, absolutely not. But you have to know where you're going and know that it's happening no matter what. I can feel however the hell I want to feel and still have my manifestations come. That's a truth. That's my truth. That's what I'm communicating. I don't care how I feel. You're still giving me exactly what I want. And here we are. So the knowing, the being, the just I amness, that's what manifests. And sometimes feelings help. Sometimes they hurt. Sometimes they add to it. Sometimes they don't. So is it the feelings that manifest? No, I don't believe so. I believe it's the overall message and what are you communicating at the end of the day. And this is why you can meditate. You can meditate for 6 hours. You can meditate for 18 hours. You come out of it and you're like, ugh, but he still hasn't texted. I gave him 18 hours of thinking positive. He still didn't text. That's your truth. And that's what manifests. Thank you guys. Next Lifetime says, which you probably already missed, or you were probably late, but she says, or he, I'm sorry. I have a Spanish quiz in 40 minutes. I learn languages quickly and easily. Yes, you do. We're all rooting for you. Thanks. Congratulations on passing it. Yay, you did it. Okay, here we go. Crafted with art says I look smart today. Thank you. Okay, we like interact in the moment interaction. Okay, I do too. Okay, Real Media says, hi, Roxy. I just got a tarot reading about me and my SP's connection. It wasn't what I wanted to hear. How do I shift my mind to manifest him to show up in the way that I want? Okay. So tarot is just, they're interpreting your current energy. So that just means that you're not in the right spot. So that's okay. Instead of using tarot and psychics and things like that to predict your future, use it as a diagnostic tool to make sure you're on point. Use it as your own. Sorry, I'm like a text message came through and I got distracted. I'm just like something shiny. Sorry guys, I'm trying to focus. Okay, where was I? How do I shift my mind manifest? Yeah. Okay. Use psychics and tarots and stuff as diagnostics. Use it to figure out where's my energy at. Am I on board? Do I believe this? Am I in line with what I'm manifesting? Am I in line with my affirmations? Use it as diagnostics instead of fortune telling, and it can be used in your favor. So I got a reading about me, my tarot, whatever, my SP's connection. It wasn't what I wanted to hear. Okay, so that means I'm not where I need to be. I'm not on my affirmations. I'm not on my thoughts. I'm not paying attention and making sure that every single thought that crosses my mind works with where I'm going. It doesn't have to be positive. It just has to be productive. It just has to work with where we're going. How do I shift my mindset for it and show the way that I want? You just do that. Again, you step into that role of who you are with him, who you are with the version of him that you want to be with, the ideal version of him, who you are with him. That's who you be. You step into that role. You think the thoughts that she thinks. You behave the way that she does. You be her. Amy says, what is the method you use to pick a different version of what's happening in your life? How do you select? I just kind of went over it. You decide what's the ideal outcome. If I could have anything work out, what would it be? Okay, great. So you like me, I get the job. He says high five. We have an amazing party at the end of the night. Awesome. I like that idea. Let's be that. So now we got a party coming. I got the job. Everyone's so proud of me. Oh my God, this is amazing. This is where our feelings come in, because we're informing the thoughts in order to communicate overall that we got what we want. So you figure out where it is that you want to go, and then you just step into that role. What is the me about? What is the me that is doing this think about this thought? What is the me that has what I want feel about this? And then you force yourself, force yourself to think that, force yourself to feel those thoughts. Can you hold on to this thing for a second while or you can twist that too. Yeah, it's good enough. We have a little gremlin here, so we're just keeping her tight and safe while there's people in the house because she's crazy. Okay. I think that's the first time Mango's been on live.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, say hi to YouTube, Mango. Hey. Hi, I love you. You're on YouTube. You're on YouTube now. You're a YouTube star. Okay. That's little Mango's. That's my little baby. Okay. Where are we? Okay. Everyone likes in the moment. Okay. So it's just a few couple weirdos. They don't like hearing me bitch about the questions when we get to that 2-hour mark and I've answered everything 1,000 times. They don't like it. But hey, this is what happens on the Roxy Talks Mindset Monday lives. We all know that I have a short fuse. I've never hid that fact. I have patience, but once it's lit, it's very short. That's what's happening. That's what happens with me. So once I get to that point, it's over. As you all know. Anyways, back to you guys. Okay. Ian says, what advice would you give me on manifesting selling my apartment faster? How do I not notice the lack of my manifestation if I am living in it? Thank you for reading my question with Amanda. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. Glad you enjoyed it. Okay. What advice would you give me on manifesting selling my apartment faster? Okay, just like we were talking earlier about, oh, I didn't see this comment. R says, and R, I like you. I love you. I appreciate you. Help me so much. I always support you. Hopefully one day we can have our own session. Have an amazing day. You are so sweet. Same to you. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. I really love all you guys. I feel like we have this amazing community. It's so awesome to see people coming back every week and growing and just and helping each other and making connections and stuff like that. Okay, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the coffee date. No, that's not what it was. Hold on, I'm trying to look through the old questions and see what. Nah, I don't remember. We're talking about doing it from all angles. Either way, that's what I suggest. So if we're selling an apartment, okay, draw yourself up the deed or the contract and have it energetically sign it in your mind. Go to every visualization that you can think of. Texting the tenant and saying it's yours. Not the tenant, whatever. I've never sold an apartment, so I'm just literally making stuff up. I don't know what I'm talking about. Texting your friends and saying, we did it. Oh my God, I'm so excited. We're moving finally. Start packing up. Start tying up loose ends. Change into the version of you. Literally change into it. Take off this hot ass thing because I was cold earlier. Now it's really hot, but I'm kind of stuck with it. Take it off and put on a new shirt. And now we are moving. So just like here when I'm guessing you're still living there because you said living in it. I think you meant literal. I lost the freaking question, so I can't refer back to it. Oh, here we are. Okay. How do I not notice the lack of my manifestation if I'm living in it? Okay, well, you have to be in La La Land. A year ago was panic because I had just signed on to work for my best friend, work full-time from home. Sounds pretty easy, good money. And once I was like 2 months into it, which is about right now where we are, a year ago, I started panicking because I was like, I don't have a second of my day to work on this on Roxy Talks. And I was like, I know where this is going. And I told her I would give her a year. If I wait a year to start all this, we would just be starting this now. Well, I had it going. It was like the whole new channel. All that stuff that happened in October wouldn't have been able to start until like maybe now we would have been lucky to start. So I knew where this was going. I knew it would be successful, obviously, because I manifested it. But I've always known where I was going to be. I've always known I was going to be a very successful entrepreneur. I've always known I was going to be successful at this. So I was like, holy crap, how can I give another year? How can I wait till I'm 37 to start or whatever? Anyways, so I had to check out. And if you're watching, boo, I love you. I'm sorry, but I really did. I had to check out because I had to be here. I had to be this me a year ago. And so I stepped into her shoes and I was her as much as I could possibly be. So how do you not notice the lack of your manifestation? I don't know. Can you look at an apple and think of a pineapple? That's how. You are not your surroundings. You're not your thoughts. You're not your eyeballs. You're not anything. So step in and take your power back. No, this is done. This is sold. I got the best possible everything. It worked out for me perfect. It worked out for everybody. Honestly, it was the most harmonious coming together. They're happy. I'm happy. I got what I want. It was cheaper than they expected to pay, and I got more than I expected to get. So this has been amazing. I'm moving out. I'm going somewhere else. Life is amazing. New chapter. Yes. Ooh, and it comes full circle because that's what we're talking about today. Okay. Rita says, how's the dream home? Okay. This isn't quite the dream home yet. This is the next step. We're getting there. This is the next one, though. This is our next step. But it's great so far. No heat. That kind of sucks. So last night was like cold. And now I'm hot under these lights. And we have all these space heaters pointing at us. So now I'm like warm. But thank you so much. And I will be trying to, now that I don't live in an apartment and have like spending so much of my time walking my dogs and stuff and taking them out and doing all that, it just took up so much time in my day. So now that I can just let them out and they can roam and do their things, I will have more time to update. The other thing about my other house is that I couldn't really show all of it. Sounds really like shallow, but the carpet was brown. It was the ugliest color carpet. So I felt like I could only show the house like from like knees up. So now I'll be able to, that's so dumb. Anyways, I'll be more on social media, doing more stories, doing more updating. Not that you asked, but that's the reality. Okay, Vivi says, is it okay if I script one night about being married to my SP and the other day I script about him taking me on a date, or should I simply just focus in the end? I think it's okay because, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing with the I'm married and this is my person, and like it still laughs to me that like I woke up and looked at my wedding ring. I'm like, who honestly sleeps with a wedding ring? Like, ugh, yeah, it's like sleep. Never. Anyways, no, I don't do that. I'm married and I don't. Anyways, my point is, go where it makes sense to you. Okay. If being married feels like a lie and you're having to convince yourself every night and you're like living in this, I'm married, but underneath you're like, but I'm really not. I'm single as F. You come back sooner. Just scooch back a little bit. Go to, yeah, we're dating. He took me on a date. La, la, la. However, I will also say husbands take their wives on dates. So these two don't counteract each other unless you allow them to. So just write. I mean, I write, I'm selling out world tours and my books are Amazon bestsellers and yada, yada, yada. Still my truth, still what I'm communicating. So I know that will be in my future because everything else I've put in my path has come to be. And so it has to, right? So anyways, just when you're talking, or should I just simply focus in the end? This concept kind of irks me too. That's another one. It's not that it irks me, but it confuses people. And they're like, okay, I have to go all the way to the end of my manifestation. I have to live there. But what does that mean, right? Again, like you need to step into the role of being the you that's already married, or the you that just went on a date tonight and I'm scripting and oh my God, I just got home from my date and oh my God, it's happening. Or tomorrow's my date. Oh my God, we're so excited. Yeah, hey, we're going on a date tomorrow. Whatever. We go on dates all the time. He takes me out every week. We're always seeing each other. We have this amazing connection. We have so much fun together. Whatever. All of that. Yeah, all of it. Just when you're saying, should I simply focus on the end? What you really need to, I hear the end, like as in the getting married is a finish line. That's not what it's like. It's You again need to embody the you that's already married, the you that's in this relationship, the you that doesn't have the hangups about your person. That's living in the end. All the hangups gone. Because that's the version of you that's in the relationship with them, if that makes sense. John M says, I have social anxiety, so is there some way of manifesting more courage? Yes, absolutely. The first step, and this is going to go with, this is health. I mean, this is honestly everything, but health and mental stuff. The things that feel, again, immovable, impossible, like they've always been there, so they'll always be here. I've always been this way. Of course, I'm going to always stay this way. Not true. It's just that you're so used to being this version of you, it's normal. And so it's not just that you're consciously manifesting it. It is part of your the fabric of your reality, because you've identified with it on every level of your being. So first step, this is health, this is mental stuff, this is like depression, personality stuff. First step is we have to starve it of attention. We do not. This should be the last time you ever say, I have social anxiety. I have a who? I have a coffee right here and it's really delicious. That's all I know I have. So don't even give it a name. Starve it of as much attention. Like the plant may have grown, fine. I don't have to keep watering it. That's a choice for you to keep watering it. So don't water that plant anymore. Step one. Step two, we change the language. I am courageous. I am comfortable in social situations. I feel really good. I had not to like, again, air any dirty laundry, but I had a session this last week with a girl and she was so sweet, but she was so uncomfortable and awkward. That was the word that kept coming up. She said awkward like 7 times. I'm like, girl, you know, you said awkward like so many times. And she's like, oh my God, I didn't even realize it. I'm continuing to affirm like every 5 minutes. I'm like, yeah, I'm awkward. This is awkward. Oh, that's awkward. I'm like, yeah. And it's awkward. Like we're being awkward right now. We're both awkward. So first things first, yeah, stop talking about it. Don't identify with it. And I was like, no, this is good. I'm comfortable. I like this. This feels good. I know exactly what to say. I know exactly how to act. I feel comfortable in any situation. You throw anything at me, I got it. I feel good. I'm comfortable in my own skin. People want to hear what I have to say. They like being around me. I do have interesting things to say. Start where, I call it the list of keeps, but you know, the things that you like about yourself. If you're going to trade, if you could trade out all personality traits and physical characteristics anything, there would be a couple that you'd keep. There would be a couple you'd be like, I'm going to hold on to this one. So that's where you start. And you compliment yourself there. You amplify that stuff. You be that version of you. It's those things it's the stuff that people already like about you anyways. So lean into that. Lean into your quirkiness. Lean into your weirdness. And just be you, but be more so like, this is my reality. And I don't have to feel or act a certain way for people to like me because I choose people that do. And so I'm just going to be me. Everybody around me is open and honest and non-judgmental. They're comforting. I can be myself. I really enjoy being around people. I used to be, that's so weird. I don't even remember it. That's so weird. It doesn't even resonate anymore. Diminish and erase, dissolve, whatever you can. Tisha, thank you so much, darling. Okay, she said, or Tia, sorry, I haven't mispronounced it. She says, hi, Roxy, love you. Love you, doll. Thank you. How do you deal with a person who comes forward and then withdraws? Okay, that's on you. That's you. That is, you're going to need to look at your dating history, your patterns in love, your underlying beliefs, what you truly feel is possible for you as a person in a relationship, what you truly, if people actually like you, if they're going to be there for you, if they stick around, if relationships are healthy. There's so many things that could be, and it could be some, it could be all, it could be every single one of your blocks. It could be one thing you said one time that you're like, dang, men do really cheat every time, or they really do leave. You noticed it once. Damn, every time I get someone I like, it's like they disappear. And then the next time it happens, it's like, damn, that just happened again. And now we have a cycle. So you're gonna have to do some self-diagnostics, look back on your history, look back on your patterns, look at your own inner beliefs, look at the stuff that you say to yourself. When the person when they come on, you get them, you're probably at a high. And then you start, okay, now that I got them, oh God, okay, now what? Now what? Now you're starting to entertain doubts, worries, fears, stuff like that, insecurities. So go there, look at those thoughts that usually pop up when that precede these things, and then launch countermeasures, launch counter affirmations. You just basically say, just like we were talking about before, I'm anxious. No. I'm comfortable in every situation. I feel at ease all the time. I'm always around people who get me and understand me and are not judgmental. So I don't feel like I have to act in a certain way. That was just that one. But that's how you just do the opposite of whatever it is. And then just, I am that. And then you just be it, just like we've been talking about. Oh, I noticed some people ask about the 360. It's, I don't know. Maybe I need to come out with a full video, but I feel like I talk about it in every single episode. This is my personal approach, 360 approach. You put this into practice in every area of your life, because you should have every area of your life good, not just your SP, not just your career, not just your self-esteem. No, all of it. I put my power everywhere. All of my thoughts are on board, and I'm doing this all across 360. Every angle I can think of, I'm approaching it. I am being the person I am, because that's what gets me there. Maybe I need to trademark. Should I trademark it? Can I? I don't know anything about that stuff. I'm going to tell my assistant. How do I trademark this? Okay. Dana says, I'm manifesting an ex back. I'm trying to live from the end as much as I can, but I'm always coming back to a very bad state and very bad thoughts and emotions. It's been 2 months. So listen, deal with it. I know that sounds fucked up, but that's how that's the best advice I can give you. Deal with it, because that's all you can do. You need to buckle down. You need to get involved, step in, and not allow your thoughts and your emotions to run your life. No. I wouldn't let a bunch of kids up in my house and tell me how to do my, no, not at Auntie Roxy's house. You behave yourself. You do not come over here and boss her around and break her shit. Nope. That's not how it works here. So thoughts don't do that. Feelings don't do that. 3D world doesn't do that. Nobody tells me what I do up here. And this, coincidentally, is the thing that makes everything in my life work out. So good for me, okay? Because you don't get to do anything with what I got up here, but vice versa. I also have no control over what you do out there. Nobody in the entire world does. You get to decide what things mean to you and how you react to them. So you need to put on your big girl britches and step in. Put a wrench in that gear. I don't know. Where's my husband? I need the mechanic reference. Yeah, put a wrench in it. Stop that now. No more. No. You step in every single time. You pay attention to all those thoughts and you do not let them settle, because that's not what the you that is with your person is doing. With your person version, the ideal relationship that you want is not stressed out, hurting, crying, whatever. No, she's happy, healthy, whole. She gets it. She's dealt with all of her stuff. She's not worried. So that's where you need to get in there and be that. Unimoto says, can I say I want my SP, but universe, if you have someone better for me, that's fine too. Or I'm stuck between A and B, universe, can you choose? Yeah, what I would say is, yeah, exactly. Either one's fine. I wouldn't say I want my SP. Yeah. Avoid saying I want my SP, because that communication is lack. So SP is great. I feel amazing about this person. If they're the right person for me, hell yes, universe, bring them on in. If there's someone out there better for me, awesome. Hell yes, universe, bring them on in. I'm ready for either one. I'm ready, honestly, for whatever you say is good for me. I want the best for me, and I don't care who fills that role at the end of the day, because it's the relationship I'm looking for, not the skin suit of the person that I'm choosing, okay? That's a placeholder. You are looking for the relationship and what it provides to you. So the more open you can be with how that comes about, the easier and faster that it can come to you. Whole Universe says, hello, Roxy. You look happy and great. Thank you. Any advice on publishing 2 books this year and views on mental health, maximizing it? Love you. Okay, so first of all, congratulations on your 2 books. So this is first things first. Okay, so we know that sorry, my hands are like every part of my body is like tight from moving. So we know that in February, let's say, what is it? February 4th or whatever the hell it is. February 4th, 2021, you have published 2 books, okay? Now, if I publish 2 books next year, if I publish 2 books a year from now, because remember, time is not linear. It's all exists now. So if I put something in the front of me, cool. If I put something in the back of me, cool. If I put something in my current, cool. Either way, it shifts the reality I'm in right now. So awesome, great. That's why past revision works. That's why future manifestation and current, blah, 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 all that stuff, because you affect whatever reality you're in by, again, your perception. So if you add in memories, whether it's the future or past, Now that's part of the story. So yeah, I remember when I published 2 books this year. It was amazing. I feel incredible. I'm going to do 3 more this year. And I'm going to have 5 books I have 5 books in 2 years. Holy shit. I'm just making stuff up again. So because you are the version of you that published 2 books this year, what does that version of you do today? Okay. That's where you want to be thinking. Okay. If I publish 2 books in a year, if I publish 2 books next year, what did that version of me do today to get there? And so that's how you can kind of reverse engineer and start working towards that. I will say, look into, I think, Book Baby and what's the other one? I don't know. I can't remember if it's called the Self-Publishing School. Anyways, there's stuff that you can, resources that will help you self-publish, and that's a step in the right direction. Okay. So just go towards it and just lean into the fact that, okay, I already published 2 books this year. Awesome. How did I get there? Cool. Let me do that today. That's how you do that. And then views on mental health, maximizing it. I was just talking about that with the anxiety thing. It's all things, whatever it is that you want to be, whatever it is that you want to embody, figure it out, figure out the ideal version of it, declare that it is so, and change your mental chatter, your language, your self-talk, everything that's going on, everything that you're broadcasting, whether your radio station's turned up or not, whatever it is, it just needs to work. It just needs to align. It just needs to be the thoughts that that version of you would think about any random subject you could come up with. Again, 360. This is I think I should trademark this or something, because I feel like I talk about it a lot, but people keep asking. Okay. Miss Mental Muse says, questions about resources you'd suggest for those of us continuing to delve deeper into self-improvement, limiting beliefs, self-improvement, and whatnot. Daily practices, books, curious about some. Let's see. Oh, I just saw what the back of my hair looks like on the side. Okay. This is where I'm torn. When we were talking about the Abraham thing in the beginning, because I have gotten to where I am and now I see clearly how easy it is to manifest and the simplest way to do it, I'm torn. Do I just lean into that and talk about only that? Or do I consider the fact that I had to go through the spiritual journey, the signs, the angel numbers, the vibration, the feeling, the being, the visualization. I did go through that, but at the same time, I'm here to help you guys not have to just jump that step, basically, because it was me trying to figure out, again, what the hell's going on this planet and how do I use it to my favor. So I would suggest watching more Roxy Talks videos, looking into quantum physics so that you understand how energy behaves on planet Earth, and then you can understand how to manipulate it. And daily practices, scripting every single night, putting in your affirmations, your new thinking process, thinking like the version of you that has what you want all the time. You put it in when you have time to think. You make yourself think these thoughts because we want to override the current mental chatter that's not working for us. I have a video on diagnosing your limiting beliefs, so I would say look into that. I did kind of address that earlier about reverse engineering and kind of looking back on the patterns that you've lived and the ideas that you might still have that are kind of rattling around. Yeah, go forth. I was just like you guys, consuming YouTube videos. I would literally watch them from the moment I woke up till the moment I went to sleep for days on end. Okay. I have been there. I understand. So that's why I don't want you guys to have to go through all, but I will say that did help me brainwash myself, and it did help me shut out the shit, because like I said before, I'm not the kind of person that can be alone with my thoughts for too long. I have a good handle on this, and I'm definitely on top of my thoughts. I pay attention. I flip them. I don't let them settle. But if I'm in there for too long without some sort of outside stimulation or a conversation or something to distract me, it goes a little dark. So I try to avoid that as much as possible. And then if I just can't out affirm it, I'm just I'm done with the ping pong, then I put on something like this, like we're watching right now, and have it feeding. Like it's just like, go in there, go in there, go in there, so that I don't have to be thinking the thoughts that I'm just naturally at this point in my life still predisposed to. So the thing about it, this is what I feel like I've discovered, is that we have this old programming, right? Everything that we have learned and understood and created and built and experienced and reacted to and manifested, all that stuff is us. It's our personality. It's our programming. We put these affirmations in this 360 approach, putting these things into place all the time, constantly flipping your thoughts, scripting every night. You are rewriting your programming. You're putting in a new program. However, this old one down here, it does not go away. And if you start to let this one dissolve, if you stop being super diligent about it, this other one is ready to pop through like a backup generator, because there can't be no chatter. There can't be nothing going on in there. There's always something going on, right? We're always thinking something, whether we're present for it or not. So our goal is to get all of our thoughts on board, including those ones we're not aware of, to just, again, I don't have to be positive. I just don't want to be counterproductive. I can't be thinking thoughts of lack, limitation, doubt, fear, worry, etc. It's just, if I can't think positive, then fine. I'm just going to think about how delicious my coffee is right now. That's all that really matters. You self-soothe, sorry. You self-soothe, you do what you can, and you be on top of it. It is a lifestyle. It is a practice. It is constant. Not that it doesn't get easier. It just, you don't stop. It's just like working out. The day you stop is the day you stop gaining, or being toned is the most toned you'll ever be if you stop working out, whatever. So anyways, that's how I feel. Okay. Everyone's nice. Oh, love my outfit. Thank you. I love this thing. It's so squishy. Dana says, is it okay to imagine our old happy memories with someone to get them back? If you're not defining them as old happy memories, this is our old stuff. We're not like this anymore. No, this is our current. We still do this. We always have. We've always been like this. It's really amazing. We have an incredible relationship and connection. I don't know what's up with Facebook. I don't know why it's not showing the comments, guys. I apologize. It has to be live because the number keeps changing and I can see myself moving, but I don't see the comments and I don't know why. So I'm sorry. If you're leaving a comment on Facebook, again, they're not showing up. Please come to YouTube. Okay. Tristan says, my SP is coming off from speaking with him. What do I do? Tristan. Okay, buddy. You are somebody who obviously I appreciate, because I see you here every week. Love you to death. Going to give you some tough love. This comes from my heart. This is not to chastise you. This is to say, one thing I've noticed about you is you are all over the board. You react very much to your 3D world, and you're kind of like a slave to it. So you need to take some control. You need to step in and force yourself to see what's happening in front of you in a different way. To not allow whatever thoughts, fears, worries, anxieties, anything that you have going on change the overall no. I don't care what they do. I don't care what the 3D world does. I am in control. This is my reality. You are already in love with me and everything is working out for me. That's it. That's all I know. And I don't care how it happens. I don't care how long it takes, because I'm just going to continue to live my life where everything works out for me. So really, does it matter how long it takes? No, not really. It doesn't. So I want you to get very focused. I want next week when you come on, I'm assuming that you're going to come back next week. I want to see you tell me that you have been focusing. You're not allowing your thoughts to settle. Even if we have negative thoughts, fine. Like I said, mine don't stop. I still have them, but they don't run me. Again, like a little kid coming up in my house, you better behave yourself. You do not come in here and act crazy. Up here, this is my Replicator, and it is extremely powerful. It's a VIP lounge, and we are very, very conscious of who's on our list. We have a code of ethics. We have a code of conduct. We have a dress code, and you don't get to come up in here acting crazy, okay? I don't care who you are, 3D world. No. You don't, no, sorry. If you're not showing up the way I need you to, okay, fine. Okay, bye. Back to what I'm focusing on. The 3D world is just your mind's poop. So do you care that much about your poop? Don't. Are you offended at what your poop does to you? Don't be offended, okay? I can't believe I just said poop like 4 times. Woo! Okay, what are we doing here? What's next? Okay. RN says, do you think you'll ever offer a manifestation coach training program for people who want to become coaches? Actually, yeah, I've been really thinking about this a lot lately. And if I want to expand the way that I want to, that I'm going to expand, it's going to require adding a team. I've always kind of known that. So, so I guess as of now, I have a few things that I need to do. For one, I want to revamp my specific person manifestation workshop, because when I built it, it was not for the volume that I'm at right now. And so this thing sells out. It's like already sold out till mid-March, and I do 3 a week. I used to only do 8 people a month, and I do 3 of these a week now. So, and they're still selling out. And so, and I feel bad because I understand that when it's an SP, like, you want it now. So I'm revamping that. That's got to come first, because obviously I want to be there for my clients. When they show up on the workshop, it's great, but I'm only doing 2 people at a time, so it puts it out really far. So anyways, yes, I'm definitely going there. The SP workshop needs to be revamped first. And then I will start to consider hiring coaches and expanding and training. Because there's all I'm not going to say too much, but yeah, that's always been kind of part of the plan. And now I think we're kind of getting to that moment. So thank you for asking. And yes, so. Oh, wow. And then the person right after you asked the same question. Well, she said, any tips on self-educating to pursue coaching business? Yeah, you self-educate. You soak up as much as you can. You learn, you grow, you push forward. You never stop learning. You never settle and think that you know it all. You help people for free. You figure out what it is that they need. And you apply it to your own life. You be the example that you're setting for your clients. And yeah, you just have to keep learning and keep pushing. Jalen, thank you so much, doll, for donating. I thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, Zara says, hi, Roxy. Congrats on the new house. Thank you. Recently begun dating this guy who is so compatible in so many ways. However, seeing red flags, wanting to control who I see and what I do. This is a cultural thing. Can I manifest him changing his views that he supposedly cultivated over a lifetime? Thank you so much. Yes, you can. So I like that you mentioned that he supposedly cultivated over a lifetime. So I see the way that you phrase that. I see that you understand that you're choosing a version of him, or that he believes this is the reality. Like I see your awareness of your situation there. So I appreciate that. And I want to say, religion, culture, family expectations, even sexuality, these things that feel like that's not going away. Like, even though sexuality is not like a deeply ingrained traditional, like generational thing, it's still one of those ideas that we feel like, okay, like for example, I have a lot of people asking if they can manifest a straight person. Anyways, we have to understand that, I don't want to bring the gay question into this actually, because that's a different, well, anyway, I'll just answer this quickly. What I always say with that question is that sexuality is on a spectrum. People are not immovable. Nothing's permanent unless you allow it to be. So, yeah, you can manifest them to be however you want. So same thing with religion, same thing with cultural differences. You may expect him to show up as that version as well, because you are aware of the cultural differences and you are aware of what this culture may say versus what yours does. So instead of worrying that it's not possible and that it's not movable and that, whatever, yada, yada, it is. It's completely a mindset, and it's your mindset. It's not his. So don't try to change him. That's too much power, too much exertion in the wrong area. You want to exert your power energetically in the way that you conceive of and entertain things in your mind. That's as much work as you should be putting into anything. And I do not mean as far as like completing tasks and actually fulfilling your destiny. I mean, as far as like trying to make things happen, like trying to manifest something. We have a tendency to like, oh, I'm going to make it happen. Like as human beings, like that's like what we're taught is like you struggle and you hustle and you like claw your way to the top. Nah, I think I'll just envision myself there and then let the universe raise me up. Thanks. because I got other stuff going on. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. It's not permanent, but you have to decide that. You have to change the way you see him and his beliefs and his culture in order for him to change. So he really likes your independent spirit. He enjoys that you have your own life. He's very supportive. He's always on board. His family's on board. They love you guys together. They love the idea of you. They love that you guys are like taking the new generation and running with it because they understand that this is old traditions. We don't need to adhere to things that they thought in 1455. What? No, in 2022. What year is it? 2020? No, I don't think so. We are on the cutting edge. The families appreciate it. They love seeing us fly and spread our wings and be free and make our own decisions. And it's just great. He's so supportive. He's so kind. He's so open. He's so generous. Love this guy. You just go there and be that. Be the version of you that's with that version of him. Pardon me. Is it just us now?
Yeah.
They're gone? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You can go run around now. I've been like, for now.
Yeah.
They're coming back.
Yeah.
What, today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Went to Home Depot to get some parts.
Okay. Okay. All right. Sophie says, manifested my boyfriend texting me since my B-Day, January 26th. And we agreed to meet up. His last text is short and there's nothing to reply. Should I come up with something or wait till he tells me a date to see me? Give yourself the text that you need. Live in the reality where you got what you need. You guys are doing whatever. Of course, you're going on a date. So maybe let's start looking at like date night outfits. What I'm going to wear. What kind of shoes am I going to, blah, blah. Should we go to eat? Are we going to go to a movie? What movies are playing? Start going that way with your tumbling and your questioning and your spiraling. And who cares what his text says? Sometimes guys don't text. Sometimes people don't text. Sometimes people have stuff going on. Who gives an F what the text says? Okay? Okay? That's it. Who cares? I don't care what he says. Doesn't matter. His opinion is irrelevant. It's yours that matters. It sounds callous and cold. It is not, because he has his own reality where he gets to do the same thing. This just isn't it. This one's yours. So you take control. I don't care what your text message says. I'm going to pick up my phone. Where's my phone? Okay, we're going to pretend this is my phone. This is how you get a text message from someone that's not sending you a text. Okay. Yada, 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 yada. Oh, look it. Oh, he texted me. What a sweetie. Oh, my God. He asked. Oh, he's so, yeah, I'm doing good. Hi, nice to see you too. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Anyways, back to whatever. That's what you do, okay? You just give it to yourself, blah, blah, blah. And then anytime you start to feel like, oh, man, I haven't heard from him. What am I saying? I just got a text from him like an hour ago. We're fine. Everything's fine. You need to be the version of you that's okay. Like whatever angle you can get in there, just like with a house, just like with money or self-esteem or any of it. You just get in at every angle that you can and you change that story. Tito says, is it possible to manifest someone moving to your city? Yeah, absolutely. People move all the time. So just, they're coming, they're on the way. Oh my God, they're moving here. Now we need to be ready. Is our apartment, is our house ready for someone to come over? Are we ready for someone to come into our lives? Are we ready for this person to physically embody our space? So now we need to change our energy to somebody who wants someone to move to their city, to someone who's, that person's coming. I need to be ready. I need to have my baseboard swept. We're going to do all of our laundry. We want to make sure we have groceries. We are ready to go when this person gets here, or whatever that looks like. You start preparing for that reality and being the version of you whose person is moving to your city, and then allow it to happen and then keep moving forward through it. Okay. Visual Snow Me says, hi, Roxy. Hello. Congratulations on the new house. Thank you. I just want to ask whether or not it's usual to get huge shots of clarity or visions right before something arrives. I'm trying to be detached from outcome. Okay. I'm glad you asked this. I don't know why I feel like I have to attach my own personal story to everything, but it's just, I don't know. It's what comes up. So anyways, after I did the video about the signs, the SP signs, I had a few comments of people being like, well, yeah, what are the signs? So what do you mean? Like, are you going to see their name everywhere? Do you start hearing them, blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, no, that's your problem. You're waiting for some like, and then you're going to see numbers and then they're texting and then they're going to like, no, you want to know how real people who are manifesting their people every single day are seeing signs? That's how it's going. Okay. So, is it normal? Is it usual to get huge shots of clarity or visions right before something arrives? I don't know. Is it normal for you? Can't answer that question. If it happens for you, then yeah. If it doesn't, then no. It's your world. Things come about in the way they do. Sometimes I can feel something coming because it's been building for a while, and I'm just like, maybe it's just because my knowing is so solid at that point. Like I've been working on it for so long that at this point, there's just absolutely no question about it coming about. So you feel it stronger. Other times that shit just smacks you right in the face and you have no idea it's coming. So is it usual? I don't think anything is usual. I don't know. I can't answer that question for you, but you can. Okay. Linda says, with changing a physical feature on my face, should I be making an action plan or finding a placebo, just waiting for inspired action, or let it happen without action? All of the above. You do it all. Like I said earlier, you get in at every angle that you can because you need to go 360. All of you needs to be the version of you that has the face that you want. Up here. Physically, again, this is irrelevant. The 3D world is irrelevant to what we do up here. So you look in the mirror, and I don't care if you have to see, I don't know, J-Lo's face on your face. I'm just making something up. Until it shows up the way you want it to, fine. But you do everything you can. You affirm it. You script about it. You tell yourself compliments. You look in the mirror and you see that feature exactly the way you want it to be. And then, yeah, if it's skin, we look into skincare. If it's our eyes, I don't know, we get lash extensions. I don't know. But yes, you do all of it. Inspired action, non-inspired action, just natural, just habitual. Yeah, I just did this thing. I turned the corner and there it was. So yeah, you do it all. You go in there at every angle that you can and you stay being the version of you that's got it. Arlene says, would budgeting money and couponing be manifesting lack of abundance? Yeah, it is. So budget your money, but in a way that's not like, I can only spend this money because I only have this much and it only comes these days. No. You know how much money you have, right? So you don't have to sit there and like, you know how much you're able to spend. You know how much comes in. Great, fine. We know that now. Now I don't have to obsess over it, okay? So instead of like counting every penny and, oh no, oh God, no, okay, and I can only buy this because I have a coupon for it. No, oh cool, a coupon? Oh yeah, hell yeah, I'll save $1. I'll spend it over here. Great, thanks coupon. You approach it in an abundant way. So budgeting money. Be conscious of the money, but be thankful for spending it. You mean I get to pay you? I just get to hand you a couple pieces of paper and I get to have my lights on? I get to hand you a few pieces of paper and I get to live somewhere? Absolutely. Take my money, please. Thank you. So you have to change the idea. Yeah, you want to change the idea that you can, it's not that you don't use coupons, but we look at them in a different way. Ooh, free money, thank you. Yes, abundance everywhere. Now I have all kinds, oh God, I have so much money. Oh my God, look at this free, coupons are free money. Look at it like that. Look at coupons as abundance because it is. So just change the way we're looking at it. It doesn't have to be lack. Let's stop counting and minusing and no, I feel great to spend. I don't care how much it is. Yes, take it. Thank you. Thank you, money. I love you because money always comes. Money always flows. It's always here. It always comes right on time. I don't need to worry about it. I don't need to demand of it. It's always here. Thanks, money. Here we go. Okay. Myra says, by the way, Roxy, thank you for everything. I'm not a pro at manifesting yet, but this has already changed my life to make me more aware. Thank you. I'm glad to be a part of your journey. All right, I'm not going to read your name just because of the nature of your question, but I feel you. I'm here for you, girl. She says, what if you're the one with a third party, but they're mentally abusive and you want them to divorce/leave you because you can't believe initiating leaving will go well, asking for a friend? Okay. Here for you, totally. This is the same as the cultural question. It's the same as the mental health stuff. It's the same as the physical health. It's being so affected by the 3D world that you can't imagine that it's movable, right? Or like I said earlier, it's impossible to change this. So let's change it to, obviously we want to know they're respectful, they're kind, they're gentle, they're open, they're honest, they're secure, they are safe, they are in love with themselves in a healthy way so that we're not taking it out on other people. Change the language about them. So this is, I'm not going to say it's hard. It's going to be an uphill battle for you. Not that you can't do it immediately, but you're going to need to be on top of this, especially when the 3D world has yet to follow suit with where the mind goes, okay? Just like I was saying earlier, I don't care about how many times I say poop on this live stream. Just like I was saying earlier about the 3D world being your mind's poop, think about it like that. If you guys have to think about this time, whatever, I don't know why there's a time lag. I don't know why things happen immediately and sometimes they take forever. I don't know that answer, but I do know that when you eat something, it takes a while for it to become poop, right? It takes a minute. So there's a process, there's a digestion process. So think of it like that. The 3D world is your mind's poop. So stop feeding your mind that kind of food and you will change the poop you get, right? Same thing with fast food versus eating healthy organic. Different kind of digestion versus a nice healthy digestion. So with this person, we cannot define them as what this, I'm not even going to use the word anymore because I don't want to add any energy to it. I'm going to use the term MA. You wrote it, you know what I'm talking about. We're not going to talk, we're not going to declare them as that. We are not going to give it a name unless we have to, as in protecting our safety, speaking to professionals about it, things like that. When you or getting help, getting out of the situation, of course, be open and be honest and be able to stand in your truth. But you have got to figure out a way to not reaffirm it up here and to look at them in a different light and allow yourself to see them as somebody who's stable, open, honest, caring, supportive, even when they're not being. Fantasyland. Because it also, this idea of I can't imagine initiating leaving will go well. It has to. It is. It already went well. It's already amazing. You have already left this in the most healthy, harmonious, beneficial to you way possible. Okay. It's already happened. It's in your timeline. We're putting in there right now. We have just inserted a memory. I remember when you got away and it was the most, and we're not going to say got away. I remember when you found your freedom and it was the most empowering thing ever and it worked out best for everybody involved. Thank you, universe. Okay. So now that that is in your timeline, how do we work towards that? We have to be that version. You have to think, you have to know. Listen, maybe I can't imagine initiating, leaving as this version of me that thinks of this person the way that I've encountered them. However, if I change my focus, if I change my thoughts, if I refuse to allow this definition of my world to continue, then that is, my world does not continue that way. It is your adherence to it. And I'm not saying it's your fault because I understand. It's just the fact that you feel so strongly about it is why it's perpetuating. So instead of worrying about, how about this? Instead of worrying about initiating, thank God they did it for you. They pulled the trigger. Oh, hold on. Let's not use that phrase. They took the initiative. And you know what? They had their own awakening. They had an epiphany. Let's give them law of attraction. Let's give them an epiphany. Let's give them therapy. Let's give them whatever the hell we need to give them so we can start seeing them as the version of them who's like, whoa, what the hell have I been doing? I've been hurting myself. I've been hurting inside for so long that I'm hurting others. That stops today. I am so sorry for what I have done to you. I refuse to steal another moment of your life, or however you want to word this in your mind. I need to see you spread your wings and fly and get out of here and go live your life because I'm so sorry for what I've done to hold you back or whatever. Go there, play that out, play out 50 different ways if you have to. 50 different ways that it could go amazingly for you, okay? We no longer doomsday prep. No more doomsday prepping, okay? I want you doing best case scenario prepping, okay? Sorry to plug myself in the middle of this serious question, but we do have best case scenario shirts in the Roxy Talks merch shop. There's new merch. I haven't got the samples yet, so I'll officially debut them, but it is there. If you guys want to check it out, you can order it now. Anyways, you best case scenario prep for yourself and you entertain all of the different ways it could go right. He has an epiphany. He has an awakening. Somebody told him in the hell of a mirror. He left on his own. He found somebody else that was kind to him. Then I don't know. Every amazing way that you can think of it going. I decided to leave and he didn't argue. Whatever you can think of, give yourself that energetically, play it out, and then be that. Know that. No, now that I've put this in my timeline, This is going to unfold. And I just need to stay in the mind frame of the me that has already experienced it. This is good. We figured it out. This is better. My life is improving every single day. Every single day this gets easier. Every single day I figured it out. Every single day he's kinder to me. Every single day I am more strong. Every single day I'm more independent. Every single day I am ready to face the world on my own again. Whatever you have to say, you start telling that story and then you don't stop, okay? Don't go back to the old house. Wash your hands in your old sink. Okay. Amanda says, I've started Script Point. I don't know what that is. Or if this is supposed to be scripting and it was a typo, I'm not sure. I started scripting at night. It definitely helps with my overall calmness. However, I accidentally skipped a night, but I didn't allow myself to get into a tailspin. So that's fine if I forgot one night of scripting. I mean, of course. Oh my God, Al. Sorry, I just got distracted by something. Al said the mod squad's in the house. I used to be in a hip hop pop group, like kind of like Black Eyed Peas style, when I was in my 20s, and we were called the Mod Squad. That's so funny that you said. I thought that was Malachi, Malachi is my producer. He comes on here sometimes. I thought it was Malachi saying that, so that's why it caught my attention, and I saw that it was Al. Anywho, back to your question. Sorry. She says, I accidentally skipped and I didn't allow. Yeah, so it's fine if I forget when I'm scripting. Of course it's fine. I mean, of course. Like, you're alive today, right? Of course it's fine. It's just that get back on the horse. Like, if this, listen, scripting is life-changing. That's all I will say. It is worth the practice, worth doing. Sometimes we skip it. I try to avoid, I didn't script last night. Honestly, you're right. I skipped last night too because I went to bed at like 5 a.m. So I skipped. And it's funny because I do that all the time, but it was like after a moving since like 11 a.m. So I was freaking tired. Anyways, yeah, sometimes we skip nights. We're still here. We're still trucking. So yeah, of course it's okay, but we continue moving forward. We continue working on it. We don't continue to skip just because we did once and we fell out of practice. You get right back on it, just like working out. Okay. Sorry, I'm just like adjusting my septum ring. It looks ridiculous. I just watched it on my iPad. Anyways, if you see me messing with my nose, it's because my septum ring is annoying. Sometimes. It's not always annoying. Don't judge me for it. Thanks. Okay. Everybody loves my facial jewelry. Guardian Angel says, Roxy, I've been trying to manifest my SP. We used to date. We broke up and have stayed friends ever since. I get signs verbally from him that he wants something with me, but there's a third party. So? And? That's as much care as we give it. Who cares? I don't care. Stop selecting that. Select a new reality where they only have eyes for you. You're the only one that they could possibly be with. You give them something that no one else can. And you go be that one. Nicole Marie, not that I don't want to answer your question. She says, how can I identify old limiting beliefs and really hammer down on replacing those? If you missed the beginning, please go back because I've actually addressed this several times today. Not saying like, oh, I already talked about that, but this just happens to be one of those days where I've answered that question quite a few times. So check back in the beginning of the live stream and you'll see answers there for that. And I also have a video about it. Gabriella says, I couldn't manifest my SP, but I ended up manifesting a new relationship and it's becoming a nightmare. He's acting abusive and alcoholic. I feel stuck in hell. What can I do to get back on my way? Yeah, I feel like I literally just answered that. So yeah, definitely change that story. Get out of there as soon as you can. And you are going to need to look at what's going on within you because this thing with the SP and this person is not a coincidence. These are linked, and whatever's in you that's keeping your person away, something is in there also, whether it's the same thing or not, same belief, same whatever. The opposite end of it is attracting this other person that is not valuing you and hurting you and harming you. So change your focus now. You are in control. Everybody in your world respects you. If someone is screaming in your face, or I don't know what even physically abusing you, in your mind, you have to be, this is fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, everything is okay, because we have to communicate at the end of the day that everything is fine in order for it to be fine. This person respects me. And I don't mean that in a, like an abusive, like trying to, I'm sorry, I'm trying to choose my words carefully here. In like an abused person way of accepting the guilt, or I'm sorry, accepting the blame for it. I don't want you to think of it that way. I want you to think of it as, I cannot entertain for one more second this current reality. I must live in a fantasy land in order to get out of this, okay? Or just, I mean, yeah, you're asking me, this is what my advice is. Obviously leave when you can. If you feel like you cannot, you have got to get these thoughts on board. You have got to start seeing yourself as strong, independent, capable, able. Nobody tells you anything. No one does anything to you that you do not consent. And every single person in your life treats you with respect. That has to be your truth, even if somebody is physically harming you in the moment, because the cycle will continue. That's the problem. It's not that we're allowing them. It's not that we're giving them. No, it's not that we're, I don't even know if I want to say the term forgiveness, because forgiveness is about your own self. So it is just about breaking the cycle up here in order to break it out here, if that makes sense. And also, please speak as someone professional, because I'm not a counselor. I'm not. So yeah, please speak to somebody that can help you. And I love you. My heart goes out to you. Definitely up here needs to switch for both of you ladies. I'm sorry that you're experiencing this. Okay. Keisha says, what if your SP is in a different state? How do you keep up your momentum and living each day happily in the end? Find something else to focus on. You're going to have something else taking up your attention, so that whenever you start to feel like, what am I saying? They're already on their way. They're already moving here. We've already talked. I know they're coming. I can't wait. But in the meantime, I'm getting ready for their arrival, just like I was talking about earlier. And part of that is about giving myself the love and the attention that I need. So I'm giving myself time. I'm giving myself focus. I'm listening to what myself wants to do. I'm doing things that make me happy, whether that's hobbies or money or anything like that. I'm putting myself first. I know this person's coming. I don't care how long it takes, because I just want it to work out perfectly, and that's what matters. So change it. Oh, Gabriella, I just saw that she said, and I'm pregnant. Okay, that doesn't change. This is from the last question. That doesn't change what I said, but it makes it even more imperative that you. Now here, this is something I heard from my psychic friend. She's like a psychic that, well, she's my psychic, and I befriended her as she was telling me about my life. But she says that our self-talk, our mother's self-talk while we're in the womb, combined with our father's overall disposition, mood, feeling, energy at the time of conception is what gives us our like personality that we kind of come to earth with. So mom's self-talk becomes our self-talk. And our father's whatever situation, I'll have to look into that. Anyways, this is something a psychic told me. Either way, we understand that our thoughts affect the 3D world. And if you are physically growing another being in your body, you better believe it is affected by your thoughts. If the 3D world can be affected, of course your body is. So even more important that you get a hold of these thoughts right now. You get on top of this. I don't care no more. We are out of this situation. Nobody in my life, no, excuse me, every single person in my life treats me with respect, with no exceptions, none, especially not the person who fathered my child. Thank you for bringing this child into my world. I am now moving forward with my life for peace, love, and harmony, and I will not stop until I get it. I will not stop thinking about the beauty of the world and seeing my world exactly the way I need it to go until it shows up, because I'm in control here, not you. And I love you. I'm sorry. Okay. Crafted with Art says, what's your biggest manifestation? I don't know, probably this house, honestly. What do you think, babe? The house or my job? My job, both. Yeah. Yeah, the job, and then like this whole Roxy Talks thing, and the house, obviously, because this is the newest, but probably my job, because again, I started out as a musician. Nobody really in my life took me very seriously. Not as a musician. I've always had everyone supported me, but more, I always felt like people didn't see my vision and they didn't understand that I always knew where I was going. Like, just because you guys don't see it yet does not mean that I don't know that I'm a successful entrepreneur. And like, I'd be having conversations with business people and I'd be talking and I wanted to just be like, I'm a successful entrepreneur too. I have a very successful business, but it wasn't in the 3D world yet, but I just always knew. And and this was like years and years and years and years. And then when I adopted this 360 thing, it's like October 1st, you guys, that's about the time. It was the week, I think the 4th is when the new channel launched. And everything that happened in that week preceding that was I implemented this 360 approach and the scripting at the same time. And everything fell into place. This channel, we're gonna hit 20K this week, and it's been 4 months. And my job, what I'm doing, this lane that I am in did not exist in the physical world until I decided to take it. And now it's here. Now I have my own thing. I have my audience. I have my own community. I have my own teachings and beliefs and things like that, and my own career. And it's just growing and growing and growing. And this did not exist. This is not a job that I filled out an application for, that I went and found in the newspaper and then they hired me. I knew this was going to happen for me. I knew this was my future. There was just I just didn't know what else I would do. I don't have another option. I don't have a plan B. So I don't know. I'd say my career, definitely my biggest manifestation, because here we are. Ashley says, I kind of want to manifest someone who I had a toxic relationship with, but I know that there's more people in the world. What would I do? Girl, you tell me, what would you do? That, to me, I did a video on this, and if there's some controversy with it, because people are like, well, if you can manifest anything, why can't you manifest a good version of that relationship? Well, yeah, of course you can. But once you know that you can have anything in the world, going back to something that harmed you, where does that come from? Having to prove yourself, having to show somebody that you've improved, having to redo something that wasn't so good the first time. To me, the motives are not on point, which means, because I just can't imagine any healthy, whole, aware person saying, now that I can have absolutely anything I want to go back and revisit somebody who treated me like shit. Or I want to go back in a relationship with somebody where we brought out the worst in each other. That's where I want to go. I want to see if I can do this better. To me, that does not sound like the thought process of an involved thinking person. And I'm not trying to put you down. It just doesn't. I don't think that somebody who has dealt with all their shit would want to do that and put themselves through that. So that just to me tells me that you probably have not dealt with all your shit. And I love you. We're here for you. Sophie says, thoughts on neuroscience? Yeah, it's great. That's what we're doing here. Our thoughts affect our world, and that's just what happens here on planet Earth. So get on board with it, or continue to spin your tires and wonder why your manifestations aren't working. Peaceful Finn says, I managed to manifest my partner back in 2017. I know how this all works and everything. It's just frustrating because now he's gone again. Do you agree that whatever he said doesn't matter? Yep. Next question. I'm just kidding. I have my husband over here. He's just like, this bitch. Okay. He knows. He knows exactly who he married. Okay. We've been together a long time. All right. Gina says, hi, Roxy. I just want to say, whenever I'm having anxious or negative thoughts, I always hear your voice in my head yelling at me, and it instantly makes me feel better. Thank you for helping me. Thank you. Thank you for yelling at me. I mean, hold on. Thank you for letting me yell at you. To just kind of go back on that question of what's my biggest manifestation, I love when people ask me what my job is. I'm like, people will pay me to yell at them and tell them about their lives. Kind of awesome. Kind of amazing. And I do it with love. And it's just like, just happened to be naturally talented at like assessing situations in an instant and seeing like all the paths in front of me. I've always been like that. And I know that obviously all of my skills that I've had my whole life have led to this point, but that's something that I've always had. And I can just immediately be like, well, yeah, there's your easiest answer right there. You want to go from A to B, then there's B right there. What are you doing? Why are you going through the whole alphabet just to go back to B? Oh, fucking weird. God, manifestation's weird. The next question says, Gabriella, tell yourself he's ABC, all the things you want. Sober, attentive, loving, he makes you feel safe, etc. Yeah, it's just weird that we're talking. I just said ABCs. Anyways, yeah. Any hoodles. Soul Moon Pages, you look beautiful, Roxy. Thank you so much. You guys are so nice. Thank you. Heather, hi, darling. Thank you so much. Beautiful mod. She says, I'm great. Oh, they're talking to each other. I've got loads of men that I used to be interested in coming out of the woodwork. You're breaking down walls. You're doing good. Tabitha says, I feel like law of attraction, affirmations, manifesting, etc. go hand in hand with cognitive behavioral therapy, changing the way we think thoughts. Yes, ma'am. That's what we're doing here. I'm not teaching you guys how to manifest. I'm teaching you how to brainwash yourselves. You're already manifesting. Okay, hold on. Let me take a screen. Okay, I don't know how to take a screen cap on an iPad. Is it, wait, hold on. Is it, wait, let me try something. Is it down in power and hold on. No, Siri, oh wait. Siri, how do I take a screen cap on an iPad? How do I take a screen cap on an iPad? I don't want an article. I just want an answer. Okay, I'm going to try the up. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, guys. Oh, there she is. All right. Let's try it this way. Siri's dumbass. I don't know how to take a screen cap. I wanted to.
Here's what I found.
Dumbass stickers. I feel like I need one of those. Slap it on my forehead. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to take a screen cap so I can see the. I'm going to repeat them out loud. Affirmations for self-love. Money and new job affirmations. Please do affirmations on self-worth, self-love. Would be awesome to hear affirmations that reiterate our source creator ability. Leadership affirmations. Subliminal for confidence. Relationship magnet. Quality men magnet. Can somebody please scroll up to 1257 and screen cap this for me and send it to me, because I don't know how to do it on it. I've always had Samsung phones. Don't judge me. I like the customizability of it. And yeah, so I don't know how to take screen caps on an iPad. Okay, but please, physical appearance one, respect for others, respect from others, self-worth. Okay, so physical appearance. Oh, I can hear myself. I turned the volume up. No, I don't like that. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep it together. Physical appearance, self-confidence as far as respect. So we can say self-respect and worth from others, attention from others. Or if somebody wants to recap this, please let me know so I know which affirmations you guys want this week, because I'm going to do 4 days of affirmations since I just moved. I don't have time to do videos this week. So it'll be just like last time. But this time I'm going to do them quiet. I'm going to do them in the ASMR voice so that people don't get mad at me for screaming at them. I'm like, this is what I do. Okay, so yeah. Oh, source creator ability, the fact that we create our worlds, that's another one. Self-love, self-worth, money, new job. Okay, here's another thing. I feel like these are exactly the ones that I put out, and people are always like, something else. But I feel like this is exactly what I've already done. Anyways, the conversation's still open. We're doing affirmations for this week. Let me know what you want to see. Okay. Tiff says, I live with my daughter's father, who is also my business partner. We broke up and I'm working on selling the business to move on. He has a new girlfriend, flying out to see her, rubbing it in my face. I don't want to be with him, and I try to manifest getting out of the situation ASAP peacefully, but I feel like him being here is interfering with my manifesting. Advice. Deal with it. Because a lot of us, just like when I was doing a job that was sucking the soul out of my body, but in my mind, I was doing this. That's what you have to do. A lot of us are not in the ideal situation. And a lot of us are confronted with the opposite or whatever it is that we're trying to get out of in our face every single day. So you deal with it. Just like I said earlier, same way you can look at an apple and think of a pineapple. It's the same thing. Does not matter what the 3D world does. You are in control of your thoughts. Rub what in my face? Oh, you're flying out to see here? Good, because I need some space. Thank you. I'm so glad he's giving me this time to work on myself. Yay. I don't know what you're doing out there. I don't really care. It doesn't affect me, but I know everything is working out for me. The business is selling, gone off my plate. I'm getting to go be with my daughter and just live my life, and everything is amazing. It's all working out for me. Nancy wants to know my thoughts on neuroscience as well. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, human bodies, it takes what, 3 weeks to do a habit? 3 weeks to make a habit. If you put all of your thoughts, all your bags on the new train, remember, once you move into the new house, once you start telling the new story, we don't go back and sleep at our old apartment. We don't take a sleeping bag over there and spend the night. We don't do that, okay? Screen cap is home button, power button together. Oh, thanks. All right, let me do this myself. Oh, son of a bitch. Then freaking YouTube deleted. I lost some of them. Oh, this bitch just made a screen cap. Okay. Oh yeah. So if you put all your thoughts on board, we're making sure that whatever's going on in our mind works for where we're going. We're staying on top of it. We're redirecting our thoughts, redirecting our thoughts, redirecting our thoughts. Your brain is going to create new neural pathways. Obviously, it's going to notice that every time you have this certain emotional trigger, let's say it's looking on social media and seeing your person post a picture. Oh God, now they're not there. Now I'm thinking of third party. Now we're spiraling. Okay. If I know that that's where I'm at, if I know that that's what's going to be happening, then I'm going to step in and I'm going to make sure that whenever, maybe I don't even check social media, but let's say I do, and I see something, I don't care what I see, because what's in my reality is happening. No, not my reality. This person loves me. So now every time I check social media, and I normally would get triggered and I would go to spiral town, right? Well, since we're not going to stay there anymore, what's going to happen is you're going to see the social media. We're going to maybe take a step off down spiral road, but we notice what we're doing, so we redirect and we come back over here to, nah, everything is working out for me. I'm not worried. So every time we take this process and we go around, no, I will not settle on that thought. No, I don't care if it's a habitual thought. I don't care if I thought it 1,000 times and now it feels normal. Does not matter. I'm in control. And pretty soon your brain is going to notice that it's going all the way around the block when its friend lives just down the street. So then your brain's going to start going, social media, everything is fine for me. Social media, yeah, fuck yeah, everything's working out for me. How could it not? So yes, neuroscience, absolutely. Retrain yourself, reprogram your mind. Again, if we can do any habit in 3 weeks to a month, then this process is also the same. That's why I say go 360 with it. Do it every day for 30 days. That's what the 30 days of alignment is about. Do it for 30 days so that it becomes a habit. And then you don't have to work so hard at it. And your brain takes over where the new neural pathways are created. And now this is just how we think naturally. Jay says, I need help. I feel so overwhelmed controlling my thoughts all the time. I'm so exhausted. My dreams are so strong. I really desire them. I can't give them up, but I'm so exhausted. Not really.
Okay.
I just want the heater to work. Okay. I know. Thanks, babe. Love you. Okay. Sorry, guys. I've got some real life happening right now. All right, I'm gonna take a pause. I have to turn this freaking heater off because maybe they got it working because it is hot as F in here. Wait, get out of here. Go point somewhere else. Lord Almighty. Okay. And we're back. Okay. I feel so overwhelmed controlling my thoughts all the time. I'm so exhausted. Okay, this tells me that you're not in control of your thoughts. You're trying to gain control, but you're not all the way there yet. And you're going to want to start getting Mango, come here, baby dog. Can you come sit with mommy, please? Come here. Come sit with me, please. Come on. Come sit with me, please. Come on. You don't listen. Okay. So be on top of it. Don't let them settle. If you need to definitely make sure that put these affirmations, these ideas, these new way of thinking, the stuff that you script about, put that into play during the time when you have time to think. When your conscious mind is checked out, you put those into practice so that you're feeding them to your brain. You're feeding them to your subconscious so that it chooses those thoughts automatically. And yeah, you got to stay on top of it. You need to, maybe instead of going so far out with your dreams, maybe they feel unattainable to you. So you feel exhausted because you're trying to convince yourself of something you don't quite believe. So take a step back. Just like I was saying earlier, let's say that you're, I don't know, let's say you want to be a singer or a famous singer or something like that. Well, maybe telling yourself I'm a famous singer and people come to my concerts and isn't believable to you. So work your way back. If I'm a famous singer in 2023, then what am I doing today to get there? And then put yourself closer. Put yourself 2 weeks out from now, the ideal version of you, what the ideal version of you then in the future did today in their own past, in that version's past. Do that today. Be that version. So work your way back. Don't put your thing out so far. Be on top of it and put these thoughts into practice when your mind is checked out, because you want to show your brain the types of thoughts that it chooses so that it can choose them automatically and you don't have to be so much on top of it. Okay. Super chat. Heather, thank you so much. You are a darling, beautiful woman. Sent me super chat to tell me how to take a fudging screen cap in 2020. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeet, yeah, yeet. Thank you so much for the super chat as well. Thank you for a fun name to say. That was fun. I liked that. Okay. Bianca says, I manifested my SP contacting me after being blocked from everything. I use a subliminal. We've been talking for over a week yesterday. We've been talking for over a week. Yesterday, I found out I got blocked again. What the hell am I doing wrong? First of all, assuming you've done anything wrong. We don't know how your ideal relationship unfolds. So who are you to step in and say that it's not working? You're the one who's deciding it's not working. That's who you are to step in and say that. You're canceling it every time you do that. So it's working. I don't need to know how, when, or whatever to know that it's coming to me, and I don't care when or how. Just give it to me in the most harmonious, beautiful way possible. Thanks. And also, I noticed you said you use a subliminal. That, in my mind, signals that that's all you're doing. I'm not sure if you're doing other things, but this is not enough. You need to, that's great for your sleep or when you're checked out, but you need to be on top of this all the time, because just because you use a subliminal does not mean that you just stepped into the shoes of the you that has it, because that version doesn't think thoughts that if that version, it's just you all of your thoughts need to be on board, not just the ones that you're feeding yourself while you're sleeping or something like that. You need to do work as well during the daytime. Mike Curl says, thank you for convincing me to script, Roxy. If nothing else, I felt a difference in how I feel day to day. Next up, I'm manifesting my SP wanting a committed relationship again. Oh, girl. And then you ended it with hopefully and this and a sweaty emoji. No, have I taught you nothing? You're here every week, girl. I love you, but no. That period is the end of your sentence. The hopefully, get out of here. Praying hands emoji, get the fuck out of here. Sweat face emoji, no. You are scripting. You feel a difference every single day because you're changing the way you feel. You're changing the reality that you're living in. And next, your SP is back in that relationship. Congratulations. That's how you describe it. Okay, I smell gas. Well, let me blow out some candles. Hold on. I don't know what's happening. Apparently they got something to work. I need to blow these candles out before I blow up. Oh, shit. Is there another one in here? Okay, I think that's it. I think we got them all. Okay. This is an exciting Mindset Monday. This is real life. Okay. Nina says, what time did Roxy start the live? I don't know, 12:40. I tried to be early today, but then my landlord came over. Rita says, hi, Roxy, I always have a hard time being cool and confident, even though those people always get what they want because of it. Absolutely. What do you suggest I do when I get that panic, nervous feeling of lack? So, okay, talk yourself out. I'm fine. I'm fine. Cool, calm, collected. Cool, calm, collected. Cool, calm, collected. I'm cool, calm, collected. I'm a Chillosaurus Rex. I am okay. Everything is fine. We are okay. Things are fine. Everything is okay. I am okay. Everything is okay. That's what you do. And that's what you do in the moment. And then in the meantime, you start, your question just disappeared, so I can't reference it again. In the meantime, you start changing the language. Yeah, I am confident in all situations. I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable here. I feel comfortable now. I actually addressed this in the beginning. I always feel comfortable. Everybody in my life makes me feel comfortable. I have the most honest, open, non-judgmental, safe, easy people in my life. We have comfort. We have bonds. We just get to be ourselves around each other. It's really amazing. Jay says, how do I trust myself? I'm scared I will think negative thoughts later when I affirm the things I do want. So what? A thought? I don't care. I'm not a thought. You think a thought's going to run my life? Absolutely not. So you have a thought, bounce it out. Counter thought, counter strike, counter, affirmation, put something in place. I don't care if you have your negative thought 500 times. You have your counter thought or your affirmation 501 times. That's what matters, not the fact that you have it. So who cares? Vivi, greetings from Austria. Thanks, darling. Glad you're here. Crystal Glenn. Ooh, great question. Oh my God, I wanted to do a video on this. She says, have you ever done a 2-cup quantum leap using water? Okay. I didn't know. I've heard of the 2-cup method, obviously. I've never done it. I didn't know what it was. I never watched a video on it or anything like that. I had a client. You know what's interesting? I just realized this is the same client. And we just talked about this awkwardness. I addressed this earlier. I had a client who said she was affirming her awkwardness in like every moment. And she was super awkward, like even talking to me. And obviously we're working on it. I love you, girl. I'm not trying to blast your info. But I will say, just to help other people, I remember I asked her what her methods were. And she said she's using this 2-cup thing. And I said, listen, I've never actually looked into it. Can you explain it to me? So she says, we take 1 cup of water and you write on it like everything that you have going on right now. The person is gone. This is not working. We're really sad, yada, yada, yada. And then you take a 2nd cup of water and you write on it like exactly what you want. We're married. We're happy. Everything's great, whatever the fuck. And then you drink the first water and then you drink this, whatever. Anyways, I'm like, you better cut that. You better turn this into the 1-cup method. You mean to tell me you come out of a manifestation or a meditation about your person and immediately drink a cup full of water labeled, my person isn't here with me and our relationship is non-existent? No, absolutely not. So if that's the 2-cup method you're using, you better turn that shit into a 1-cup right now. You do not need to drink water to quantum leap. You do need it to survive in the human body. Great. It's delicious. It's hydrating. Thank you, water. But you can step into any version of yourself in any single moment. I am Batman. Challenge me on it. That's how you do it. I don't care. I'm the version of me that's fine. I'm the version of me that's dealt with this. I'm the version of me that's allowing this. I'm a version of me that's cool with this. I am this. I am that. We've got this. I'm fine. Whatever it is, that's how you quantum leap. I don't know if that's just the method that she was using, but I was like, horrified, like literally horrified to hear that there are people making videos and every single day you're going and you're waking up and you're drinking a cup full of I don't have my person juice. No. Do the 1 cup. I said, hey, the 1 cup, fine. If that works for you and makes you feel like you're doing something, or let me rephrase that because I'm not trying to negate it because it does work. It's you think you're doing something, so you are doing something. So do the 1 cup, do the 2nd cup, write the story, drink it, do whatever, but do not spend that first part of it affirming what you already have. It's already here. You do not need to drink from that fountain anymore. Absolutely not. Please don't. I love you. Please don't do that. I want to make sure I say your name right. Livrier? It sounds pretty. I don't know if I said it right, but oh shit, your question just disappeared. Damn it. Shit. Can you ask? I'm sorry, it just disappeared. Can I manifest in meditation? Yes, but just like with this 2-cup thing, I just said, if you come out of you said, can I manifest in meditation? If you come out of your meditation, again, you can manifest for 18 hours. You pick up your phone and you're like, I am 18 hours and he still hasn't texted. That's where your manifestation lies. So yes, you can meditate to manifest, but it's more important that when you come out of your meditation, you're still that version of you. You don't go back. Yes, Al. It's a puppy and Mr. Roxy Talks fixing the camera. Yes, ma'am. That was a long time ago. That's how far behind we are. It's okay. We always are. Okay. Jay says, I feel ashamed about manifesting. I know others manifest too, but unconsciously. But I still feel this way. I feel crazy, even though I know this is backed up by science. I feel that I have to hide it. So hide it. It's nobody's goddamn business. Listen. The thing that's really cool about all this manifestation stuff, this thing about being a human being where you're the only person that gets to be up here, great. Because I don't need you coming up in here with my replicator and messing up what I do with my life. So great. I can't talk to anybody about it. Good. It's by choice, not because I can't. It's because I don't need to tell you what I'm doing with this. It's none of your business. I do what I want up here. I stay focused on what I'm at, what I'm doing, where I'm going. If I have to deal with stuff in the 3D world, we smile and nod. We're like, okay, sure. Yeah, it's fine. You want to see other people? Okay, fine. Bye. In your mind, that's hilarious. We're so cute. We have the funniest little connection. We're always making jokes together. This is such a great relationship. Whatever it is, you be La La Land. You smile and nod in the 3D and up here. Nobody stops you from writing the story you want. Nobody can. And the other thing is that everybody has this opportunity. And there's infinite versions of everybody. So you are feeling guilty for absolutely zero reason because everybody gets to do this, whether unconscious or not, because that means if there's infinite realities, there's a whole bunch of them where they are conscious of it. So stop worrying about anybody else. You're not going to succeed in life by looking at other people, by looking next to you and seeing what other people around you are doing. You stay focused, you put your nose to the grindstone and you move forward. Okay. That's how you accomplish whatever. Oh my God. Okay. Alexandra says, thanks for your time and patience, Roxy. My manifestations are coming really fast or already here. That's right. They're already here. Oh, there's a mangoes. Come here, baby dog. There's another Jay added. At the same time, I feel that it's unfair for me not to share this or to manifest what I want when others can't. They can. They're all manifesting in every single moment of every day. Again, stop caring about what other people think. It's irrelevant. If you care so much about what they think, then how about you shift into a reality where everyone already knows the law of attraction? You don't have this on your back, okay? It is your duty to share it, but share it once, and if they're not responsive, they'll get to it when they can. That's what I learned. I learned about this in 2011, and I have been sharing it since. It is now my career. I have made a career out of sharing this knowledge. So share away. And those who don't respond to it, who fucking cares, right? They'll get around to it eventually. Heather, thank you. I'm going to read. This is one of my mods. I'm going to repeat what she says. She says, also listen to the answers because they might answer your question. This is true. Often they do because at the end of the day, it's all the same. Everything is energy. So calling energy into energy. I'm already energy. It's all energy. It's all here. That's it. Figure out how to manipulate it up here in your mental, not in the physical world. Gianna says, just joining, you might have already had the same question. How to manifest a dinner with my SP on Valentine's Day. We kind of dated, but lots of obstacles. And now we're out of touch almost 2 months. All right. Here's this is how you get a date on Valentine's Day. You stop needing a date on Valentine's Day. The day is irrelevant. The day is arbitrary. It means absolutely zero. So stop needing it then. When you add a deadline to your manifestation in a gotta have it by then type of way, now all you're doing is every single thing that has kept you and your person out of touch for 2 months, plus now there's a deadline. That's all you're doing. So I don't care when I have dinner with this person. It doesn't really matter, because if this is my person, we are going to have so many Valentine's days ahead of us. We will stop celebrating it. That's the truth. And I mean that not in like, oh, I don't even care about it. It's just that like, it just stops mattering. It's just another day after a while. So, like, I didn't even know if my husband and I celebrated our anniversary this year, which you should do. You should celebrate, but at the end of it's just not, it doesn't matter. It's like, we have these idea, I need to be out with my person on Valentine's Day or I'll just die. Like, no, go do something else. Go do something fun. If you don't, I'm not saying you can't manifest them. Manifest an amazing dinner, an amazing relationship, amazing unfolding. We're speaking, we talk all the time. He treats me with respect. He always takes me out. We have the best amazing relationship. We have such a good time together. Period. No time constraints, because I don't need an extra layer of hard to do. We already have, like, it's already here the way it is. So focus on what you need. Stop needing it by a deadline. I used to have a sign in my old apartment. It's not even, it wasn't even there at the end, but it just was like a crossed out, like a red crossed out that just said deadlines, because I used to impose on all these arbitrary deadlines on myself, and it would just make me go insane trying to like, I have to have it done by this time. And that was before I understood the energy part of it. And it was just like, I knew about manifesting, but not this level of it. So deadlines are bullshit. They just add extra pressure. Instead of worrying about when it needs to be done, just know that it's done already and I don't need to worry about it. It's already taken care of. We already went to dinner on Valentine's Day. So what am I tripping about? And then whether or not you do go there on Valentine's Day, you still, yeah, we had the best Valentine's Day ever. Oh my God. And then also go to the end of the night. Play. And this is what I say, go on every angle that you can attack it. Visualize yourself walking in your door, closing the door behind you and being like, oh my God, best Valentine's Day of my life. That's all you need to know, okay? That's all you need to do. No, I'm not going to read that question. Sorry. Jay, if I change my appearance, how do I explain to others why I look different in the past? You're not going to have to, because you've always looked that way to them. I don't want my SP to think I got plastic surgery or our kids will be ugly. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Okay. These are the, yikes. Okay. These are very 3D questions. This is just not where your mind should be at. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. Yeah, okay. Yeah. No, you're going to shift into a reality where you've always looked the way you want to look. So don't worry about that. That's where you need to be. Clary 19, thank you so much. You are so generous. Thank you. Thank you. So I appreciate you donating to the chat. That's so kind of you. She says, thank you, Roxy. You're awesome. You're awesome. Thank you. My main block is that I'm blocked on social media. Some thoughts on how to think about it so it doesn't bother me. Okay. So yeah, you're going to want to attack this from multiple angles, just like anything else. First of all, who cares? Good. I'm glad I'm blocked, because that way I don't have to see any of the shit that's going on in the 3D world while I am fine-tuning my process and fine-tuning my reality upstairs. Because just like we were talking about earlier about the poop thing, I don't care. I'm going to say it again. Food goes in, it takes a minute to digest, and then the byproduct. It's the same with manifesting, okay? I don't know why some things take longer than others. I don't have that answer. But think of it like this. If it's going in, great. Keep feeding it. Eventually, it's going to poop out what you want it to poop out. Like think of it like a dog. I don't know why. I always get these. I just get a flash of a weird thing, and that's where the analogies come from. And I just saw the American Wedding movie where Stifler remember the dog ate the wedding ring and they had to like chase around its poop to get the wedding ring out of the piece of poop. Think about it like that. There's a wedding ring in that poop. So I just waiting for that poop to come out, because that's where my wedding ring is going to be. What if that is a hilarious analogy, universe. Whoever, I don't know where these come from. These analogies, you guys are always like, oh, your analogies. I don't know where they come from. I get one flash of an image one time. And then it's like, all right, interpret it, figure it out, bitch. I don't know. So that was what I got, was just that, like eating that poop because it had the ring in it. That's what I thought of. So anyways, if you're blocked on social media right now, fine. I don't really give a shit because that's old reality. That's old me. That old me chose a version of that person that just wasn't the version I want. So that doesn't change what I do now. That doesn't change the version I choose now. That doesn't change the way I focus or entertain them or play them out in my head. So I am going to be in control. I will only play out scenarios in my head that work with where I'm going. I will only see you in my head, whether you're in my 3D world, whether it's a text message, whether it's being blocked on social media, whether it's a post on social media I don't really want to see, so thank God I am blocked. I don't care. That does not affect with what I do with this. Nothing does. So I'm blocked on social media. So what? I don't care. I don't. Anyways, I'm back to me and focusing on me. I'm working on you. I'm speaking as you. I'm working on the things that I need to deal with that are keeping me apart from this person. I'm diagnosing my limiting blocks. My limiting beliefs. I'm looking at the things that keep playing out in my world and drawing connections to my own underlying beliefs, my own insecurities, my own feelings about myself, what I witnessed as a child, everything. I'm looking at my life in a diagnostic way. This is data. We don't take offense to it. We just see what's working, what's not. We draw correlations and we move forward. So your main block is that you're blocked on social media. That is not your main block. That is a byproduct of everything else that you got going on in your mind that is keeping you away from your person. So that's where you need to go. Why is there separation between you and your person? That's where you should be looking at, not why you're blocked. So reverse engineer. What thoughts were you thinking that led up to the separation between you and your person? Where was your mind at when you manifested this person versus where was your mind at when things fell apart or whatever it is? Go back through and look at what's really happening in the situation, because being blocked is not on social media is not your main problem. That's actually a blessing, like I said, because now you get to do your work uninterrupted without seeing things that might trigger you. And thank you so much for your generosity. I so appreciate that. Okay. Databug says, love you. Thank you, doll. You changed my life. I just can't get rid of floating third-party thoughts. I know it's unnecessary, but they're still there. Bounce them out. Doesn't matter. That's what me and Amanda did that video about. It's just like at this point in my career, at this point in her career, neither of us have yet to come to the point where the negative thoughts don't come at all. You just have to be stronger than them. It has to be more important to bounce them out than to soak them up. It's 3 o'clock. Holy shit. Time flies when I do this stuff. It's so crazy. I can't believe it's been 2 hours. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap it up today because obviously we just moved. We have furniture to do. We have a few things at the old house. Even though I said don't go back to the old house, I still have a few things though. So I have to go get some of my old shit. Once we're in the new house, we don't go back to the old one, okay? Okay, let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna answer 3 more. But I'm going to scroll to the bottom. If I missed you, I apologize. Please try to get here earlier next time. I will now be going live really a lot closer to 12. Today was just because my landlords came over, so I threw a wrench in it. But if you get here earlier, I'll be able to answer your question earlier or easier without them getting buried. Autumn says, my SP dumped me due to low self-esteem. Yours or his? We still live together. He could have moved out but chose to stay. Now he likes a third party. He notices my major vibe shifts but still rejects me. Have any tips? Yeah, so you are putting your power in his hands. He has none of it. So when you're saying he notices my major vibe shifts but still rejects me, it's not your vibe shifts that are the issue. Okay, thank you. Come here. Okay. It's not the vibe shifts that are an issue. It's that there's still insecurities, doubts, limiting beliefs, resentment, fear, worries, thoughts of lack, all that stuff that caused you to break up in the first place is not dealt with yet. And it's amplifying, and that's why you're seeing a third party. You're seeing it's being kind of thrown in your face because you're kind of allowing it to, and you're not allowing it to shift. You're not shifting enough internally. So maybe your vibes, your feelings have changed, but in your mind, you're still doing the same old, like you did affirm several times. He dumped me, needed low self-esteem. Dumping has such a dumped me. It has such a connotation to it. He could have moved out, but he chose to stay. Now he likes a third party and he's still rejecting me. That's your truth. And that's why your manifestation isn't working, because that's what you're communicating overall. Susanna says, I'm doing all my manifestations in secret. It's easier that way and it's happening fast. I can feel it. Because then you don't have any of your own insecurities mirrored or voiced out by somebody else to come back and make you feel like it's not working. Okay, I'm trying to curate the questions here. Mandy says, if you're comfortable with it, can you post an example of scripting? That way I'm doing it feels, the way I'm doing it feels very good, but I haven't seen immediate results the way you have. Just curious if I'm missing something. When I put those videos together, that is what I write. That's literally the stuff that I write. I just describe my life the way I want it to go. Everything is working out for me. Everybody respects me. They hang off my every word. They like what I have to say. They trust me. They understand my position. My teachings are world renowned. People that I admire me too. I say it all the time. That's what I do. That's what I script. I put it into video form. Write that down, but your own version. That's how you do it. Okay, we're doing one more question. Okay, we'll do 1.5 because this is a piggyback. Ilza says, but isn't it possible to manifest the deadline, not with pressure, but just preference? Yes, it is possible. But if you need it by this time, it's not here. That's the issue, not the date. The date is arbitrary. You can say, yeah, and on this date, this happened. Fine, I don't care. You cut off the emotional aspect of it, the doubting, the worrying that, oh my God, what if it doesn't happen by this date? That's the issue. It's because February, it's the same thing with New Year's. It's the same thing with Christmas. It's the same thing, all that stuff. Valentine's Day. I need it on this day. No, you don't. You do not. You need the relationship that works for you. That's what you need. You need to be focused on what you want and stay there so that your life shows up the way you want it to. You don't need to go on a date on February 14th just because that's the day. So that's the difference. Okay. All right. A lot of repeat questions here. Riku, what should I do? My SP treats me through just disrespect. Do I pretend to him that everything is still great, like in a happy, harmonious relationship, or do I tell him his behavior was not okay for me? That's your call. I answered this question earlier kind of in regards to a person where you not really going to be able to address it in a safe manner. So I would say if that's your situation where it's not safe for you to speak your mind, then don't. And keep it all upstairs and do whatever the hell you can to get out of there and stay in the mind frame of my own freedom and my own choices are mine alone to make, and every person in my life respects me. But if it's somebody that's treating you through disrespect and you absolutely feel like you can tell them, yeah, sure, because you furthering to declare that what you will and will not stand for is not going to harm you. It's just going to help you reaffirm it to yourself and to the universe. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, okay, last question. Nicholas says, is it true that what I think of what others think about me, this comes true? Yes. Because they have no choice but to play out your own expectation. That's just how it goes. Your world is responding to you in every single moment, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, whether you step in control or not. It doesn't give a shit. It is not personal. It is not about value. It is not about worth. It's about, do you know how to focus on what you want? Great, then you can have it. That's it. That's all it is. So you look at the world as the version of you that has what you want, looks at it, and then everything is fine. That's, I mean, I can't put it any more simply than that. So stay focused. Don't allow anything in the 3D world to shift what you think up here, unless it's obviously, but yeah, actually I like this better. Let's adjust this. Of course, shift and stuff, but no one decides how you get treated except you. No one decides what you're good enough for, ready for, worthy for, except you. So who cares what anybody else thinks? No one outside of you is judging you out in the universe. If anyone's judging you or thinking ill thoughts of you, it's you. So, or you're expecting others to, right? Maybe you don't. Some people say, well, I don't feel that way about myself. How come others do? Well, do you expect them to think that? Do you expect them to not accept you? Do you expect them to find something weird about you? Do you expect to be uncomfortable around them? Then that would be your answer. So yeah. So guys, I'm going to call it short, cut it short today. I mean, short, it's been 2 hours. It is time to, go do some more stuff with moving. I am doing affirmations this week instead of regular videos. So it'll be just like I did over Christmas break, but I won't be screaming at you this time. Those were, the reason I was yelling in those is because I was making a real video, and I was like my energy when I make videos and I get all pumped up. That's why it was like that, because I was making a video, but I did not like the way I looked at all. And it was Christmas week, and I just wanted to like spend time with my family and not have all that editing to do. So I just took the little affirmations part, the rampage part, and put it into a video. But that's how I do rampage. I mean, that is the way I do it, because I like the momentum. I like to gain. Yes, it's building. Of course, it's working out. How could it not? I'm in control, and I choose that it does. So how could it not work out? But long story short, I'm going to do a regular, like, I am in control of my reality. I'm going to do 4 of those this week with the ASMR voice. You guys let me know what you like better. And I'm going to start doing these a little more regularly. Again, I'm doing the 4 this week just because I just moved and it's just too much to deal with right now. So those are coming out this week. What do we say? Self-esteem, like self-worth, getting value from others, having others show you respect. If I'm clear, let me know and leave it in the comments, or message me on my website if you have an idea for what affirmations you want. That's probably going to be one of them, like a self-respect, self-worth, seeing it reflected from other people kind of a thing, how people treat me type of deal. People say money and career and success, but then those ones get like a quarter of the views as the SP ones. So I felt like I've done the money and the success ones, but I've already done, like, I don't know how to say this. Like, I already did it. I don't know if you guys want a new one. It's like I've done it, and then people are like, where's this? But then they don't actually watch it. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's like, do you really want it, or are you just saying that you do? I don't know. These are the things that go through my head. I'm like, I don't know. If you watch, like, if you guys liked it, it doesn't have the views. Not that I care. I don't care. Because this is working out regardless. I'm just saying, I'm going off of like the data that I've seen. The specific person one is very popular. It's like my second most watched video. So I will do another specific person one. I will do one on self-love, self-worth, self-respect, and respect from others. I mean, I guess I'll do a money one, but again, the other one, it's like the money one did like the least best last time. So I just like, I already have one, and you guys aren't listening to it. So let's find something else we actually want to listen to. Is kind of where I'm at with it. But maybe it's because I sounded angry. Angelina, you don't have to adhere. Even if what your mom says, it does not matter. It's only because you keep telling that story and you believe her to behave that way that she is. So change the story so she doesn't have to keep behaving in that vibrational pattern. And yeah. Yeah, let me know how you guys feel about the affirmations, because that's going to be happening this week. I'll probably just do them each day, so I will be able to get to them whenever you guys. Anyways, Lil Baleen says, which video of yours explains bouncing thoughts? It's the I manifested a house video from this last week. Okay. All right. All right, guys, you're really awesome. Oh yeah, affirmations on being a master manifester. Okay. All right. Yeah, like the being in control of the reality. Okay. Can somebody send this to me? I've already forgotten what I said. Okay. Physical appearance. Okay, so physical appearance